Hello everyone. Just had something pop up. I hope that doesn't happen while I'm doing this video, but meh, if it does. So, a little bit of fanboy stuff here. And it did. I just did a walkthrough, maybe like a week ago, on the Ink Witch, and I was so pleasantly surprised that Eric Mail himself watched my my little walkthrough and commented on the video. I was like, yes, thank you. So I really appreciate you taking the time to do that, Eric. And let me tell you, I had to rewatch it because I was like, oh God, what all did I say? Now that he's watching this, what did I say that could be construed as rude or critical? Because I was honest when walking through it about my feelings, but I think I did so with tact. And, Eric came back and explained, in the comments, if you go look, he explained, like, this is why and blah, 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 blah. And, very respectfully and, like, wow, it makes sense. And, thank you for doing that. And let me just say, like, how much I appreciated that, okay? Because, like I said in that video, like, we do have to, no matter what, let's be respectful to indie artists, even if we don't like their art, even if the cardstock is shit, be respectful, because I think that, I know that, in most cases, they do their best, and they've done a lot of work to get that out there, right? But I will say that quite a while, years ago now, I ordered an indie deck and did a review on it, and I had, there was an issue that I saw with, I think it was like the printing or the cardstock was all, misaligned or something. I forget what it was. So I did my honest review, and I'm pretty sure I was respectful about it, and the person immediately just went defensive and got nasty on my YouTube video. I got a personal email with them being even more nasty. And I was like, whoa, like, I was just giving my honest interpretation. And like, what I have to remember, I suppose, is that this is very personal to them. And any kind of critique I give on decks is going to some, come across as very personal, when, I understand why it would, but it shouldn't. Because as an indie artist, putting out work into the public sphere, people are going to critique your work. That's the whole purpose of art. You make art and people are going to critique it. Some, in a respectful way, and others maybe not so respectfully. But either way, one has to be ready for that. When putting any kind of art or craftsmanship, out for the public to buy. Especially when they're purchasing this product, they're spending their hard-earned money on it. They have every right to be vocal about any criticisms they might have of it. So, I had two experiences with indie creators. One, not so flattering, and the second with Eric, just done very well, and, that's where I think that we can all learn and grow and blah, 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 blah. And, regardless of how I felt about anything in either deck, those are just my opinions. Somebody else is going to look at the deck and love the things that I don't necessarily love, and they're going to dislike the things that I absolutely adore. It's just the way the world works. We all have different opinions, especially on art. So that's my spiel on that. And so I went and followed Eric on Instagram and I'm so glad I did, because he's got I believe he's got an oracle that kind of matches this deck coming out, and I should know the name of it. I saw it earlier. I don't remember the name of it though, but it looks like it's going to be super cute. Matching the deck, and we don't have many of those, so I'm excited for that, because it's just cute. Like, the only other one I can think of really is the Wooden Tarot has the Earthbound Oracle and the Seeker's Lenormand, and they all match, and that's super cute, really fun. The Wild Unknown and her Oracle, I even have it, the animal, the animal spirit, there it is. Those match. So those are really fun. So I think you can expect to see one coming out. And if you want to keep up, certainly follow Eric on Instagram. I just found him by typing in his name, Eric Mail. So that was really fun. More Fanboy stuff. Are we ready? I ordered, and I've said this a couple times because I'm super stoked. I ordered Benabel Wen's SKT, the Revelations edition that's coming out hopefully sometime in August, though it has not been set in stone. And I did not purchase either of the previous two for whatever reasons. The first one I think I was around for, but it scared me. I won't lie. Benabel Wen is like super like knowledgeable and in depth in all this, and so she creates a deck and I'm like, oh Jesus, that's gonna be a lot. And at that point in my tarot journey, I wasn't really looking to dive into anything. Then I missed the second one. I was gone. And now we see me. I'm all about like esoteric bullshit. With my studies of the Thoth have really, spurred the spirit of wanting to know about all the little nooks and crannies and, all this. So I'm really excited for that deck. And I purchased the deck and immediately got the PDF for the guidebook, which is super cool that we get the guidebook before the deck. And I only have that in black and white on my Kindle, but I think I'm going to go and order it on Lulu. She sends a link for that too, where you can order it from Lulu, I think it's called, and they actually, and it's relatively cheap, and they send you an actual color book, bound book, like a real book. And it's huge, it's like 700 and something pages. So I'm gonna do that. But while I was starting to read from my Kindle and pour black and white on the cards that deserve so much more, it's incredible already. Like, I'm already super stoked with this deck, about this deck, and I'm resonating with so much. I've never read anything by Benabel Wen besides Holistic Tarot. And of course, it's a great book. It's a super great reference book, especially. But that's kind of what it is. It's a reference book. Whereas this book of maps, and some of you have probably read the previous ones from the previous decks. I haven't. She's much more, I won't say laid back, but you can feel more of her voice. And she's going into depth, about every little piece of symbology, even on the deck box and all this, and going into the whys of it and ancient religions and cultures. She talks about cultural appropriation in the realist way that I've ever seen it talked about. And it may spur on a video here sometime in the near future, and I might quote a couple of those, not tonight, but at that point, from her book of maps, because it was just that incredible. So it has me really wanting to start a study group for the Revelation Tarot when it comes out. I found that I was that just really feeling it. I feel like it deserves a good chunk of my life to dive into it. And I think it will open my mind to a lot of, cultures and philosophies that one doesn't really think about anymore. She incorporates all this into her deck, and it's incredible. So I haven't got anything lined up specifically yet at all. I don't know when I'm going to start the study group, what format it's going to take, but if it's something you're interested in and you're serious about, shoot me an email to shaneintheuniverse@gmail.com. It would require you probably purchasing the deck, but you get the book of maps with the deck. I think it's $10 extra. I could be wrong there, but $10 extra for the PDF, and 100% worth it. So that would probably be kind of required, or at least highly suggested, if you want to be a part of the study group. And I don't know if it is something that I am going to do relatively soon, in the next month, say. or if I'm going to wait until the deck actually comes out. For her Vitruvian edition, she actually had a 22-week course, really in-depth course on that edition. It wouldn't work now because this edition is somewhat different. So I'm hoping that we get another course or something along with the deck. I don't know anything for sure, but I'm hoping that we get one. And if that were to be the case, then maybe I would want to wait for that to start a study group. However, I am not a very patient person. And I want it now. I want to start now. Let's dive into it now. Because technically, even without the deck, if we have the book of maps, it has the pictures in color if you order the book, has all the pictures. So, you could know that deck back to front, kind of, by the time it's shipped to you. So I'm really kind of up in the air about when I want to start it. But again, email me if you're interested in no cost or anything. It's not like I'm teaching a course by any means. It's a let's learn this together, totally free. It'll probably be like a Facebook group type setting. So if you're interested in that, shoot me an email. And I'll try to keep tabs on everybody that wants to be involved. That way, when I do have it set in stone, I would just let you know exactly where it's going to be and what format it's going to take. Wow, that was a lot. Fanboy spiel done. Let's pull a card. I haven't thought about this at all. Thoth, greeny thoth. What do I want to read on? Maybe I should have thought about this. I am totally at a loss. I feel like I've read on just about everything in my life this month because I'm still on my little May Tarot challenge. Let's go. What can I expect from studying the Revelation version of the SKT? Spirit Keepers Tarot, Revelations Edition. What can I expect when studying it? Clear enough? Let's just do 2 cards. What not to expect and what to expect. Let's do it. Are we ready? Okay. Oh, I hate it. I hate when I do that. I'm so picky about when I draw a card and where it's drawn from. Has something to do with my OCD. Okay. What shouldn't I expect from the Revelations Tarot? The Princess of Cups. Oh, okay. So Princess of Cups is okay. She is the kind of the physical manifestation of the entire suit. She is purely brought into its material form on Earth. So pure emotion, pure love, pure spirituality, pure emotion. Did I say that? So we'll see what the other card says. But what I shouldn't expect from my study with maybe, or of the Revelation Tarot in general, is a lot of hand-holding. This is exactly what it's telling me. Don't expect to be, don't expect that tarot to love me per se. Like, I feel like based on this, it's going to be a very real deck. And from what I've seen already from reading, it's kind of a ceremonial type of deck. And with that, you don't expect a lot of niceness in the deck. Like, I already felt, and this is kind of solidifying that thought, that it's not a flimsy deck. It is not a fluffy deck. It is going to be super, super in-depth, super real, super intense, which is, you know, very far away from this, I feel. So, what can we expect? Ooh, okay. Yes. This is probably my favorite card, and I've pulled it quite a few times. So what can we expect? Straight up involvement with our shadow selves. This is a shadow card to me. It is all getting in touch and harnessing the power of our innermost soul, all the dark places and dark things that we don't like or don't want people to see or struggle with. It's about learning how to use those things to our advantage, how we can learn to live with them and be guided by them and use them, you know. They don't have to be nasty things. We all have a shadow side, and it's just as important as the light side. So yeah, we see a lot of lightness here, a lot of love and light in the Princess of Cups, right? Very nurturing, very caring, compassionate. This deck ain't gonna be that. It's going to be, let's really dive in here. You know, this is going to be, it's going to be hard. It's going to be disturbing. It's going to be, it's going to take you to the deepest nooks and crannies of your soul. Okay. Well, I cannot wait for that deck. Anyway, it just went right through the box. That's it, guys. That was a longer one than I've been trying to do. But again, the phone's gonna die. Again, study group. Email me, shaneandtheuniverse@gmail.com if you want to actually be a part of a study group for the Revelation Tarot. I don't know when it's going to be started, but you know, I'm going to try to compile a list of people starting now that do want to be a part of it when I get it going. And that is it tonight. Bye.